All right, so back with you guys again. It's been a few days. I got stuck last time trying to get this out of the transmission. Been working on some other stuff in the meantime. Ratchet shifter. Had to order some more parts to come in. I had gotten out my viscous coupling here. Sent off my center differential to get welded. To Team Rep Engineering. He's welding that up. But this is the part I got stuck at. I didn't know how I had to get this piece out right here. If I had to get a puller, these bolts right here were a real pain in the neck. So mainly I'm only pulling out everything just because I want to make sure that everything's clean. This new to me transmission. I've never dealt with it before. So I want to make sure everything is in tip-top shape. So I did want to go ahead and get it out. Some people were saying just leave it, don't worry about it if you don't need to go there, but hey, it's not helping you guys learn, and I don't know the condition of the transmission if I'm not looking at myself. But anyway, I was trying to figure out if I needed to get a puller or something to get this out, and actually what I ended up doing, and I've already got some of these parts taken out. I'll show you that here in just a moment. I've taken this part, the output shaft, to the transfer case, and I'd just taken this, and actually I just stuck it in the hole right here. I stuck it on through, and I just gently tapped in there, and wasn't very hard or anything, and it finally made this piece come out. So when you do this part, you may want to have it in the upright position, or even if it's sideways like so. Just be careful, because you don't want all your parts flying around, bust up the teeth on your gears or anything like that if you're not careful and waiting for it to come out. So all right, so back to the other parts I was doing. I had gotten the oil pump out, some of the other pieces. I was left with this piece right here. This part I was trying to figure out how to get out. I was turning it and twisting it. Finally, I just realized that, it would come straight out. It's just resting on the gears here, on the teeth. Or no, I'm sorry, it wasn't resting on that. It was being held in by this band right here. So I just kind of, what I did, I had taken my thumbs and kind of pushed it apart, because this was sitting inside the transmission. Here, I'll show you. It just kind of sits in here. Let me try and back out some here so you guys can see. It just kind of goes in here like so. Nothing real difficult about it. But all I did, let's see if I can spin it around some. Hold on, because I want you guys to be able to see it. There, it sits in there like so, if you can see. And all I did, I just kind of pushed out by my thumb there. And when I did, it's because it's got that little plunger there. I don't know if you can see it there. It's got that little plunger. That kind of loosened it up a little. And so when I did that, it was able to come out when I pulled it. So hope y'all can see what I'm doing. I know I'm probably all over the place with the camera, but anyway, pulled this piece out right here, and then I was able to go ahead and get this piece out right here, keeping that together. Sorry, I've already got some of this stuff out, but it definitely makes it easier for videos. I'm gonna see if I can zoom out a little bit. There, that'll probably help. After that, I had this little C-clip, a retainer clip here, whatever you call it. It was sitting in there. That really wasn't too hard to get. If you don't have one of those little sets of pliers that gets these things out, it wasn't bad. I just stuck a little flat tip screwdriver and worked this way out. I did that side, then that side, and then worked this way out. And then I was able to get that out. And then this came out from behind that. When you get that C-clip out, this is what you're going to be looking at right here. That wasn't too bad. If I remember right, I took the same shaft here again, right here, from the back side of there, and just lightly tapped it. I've never used this to really hit anything hard with it. Even for the other piece that I just mentioned a moment ago, I just lightly tapped it and it was able to get it out. So, but I did the same here. And be careful when you do take it out. It has these two gears right here, okay, and they do go one into the other, which in turn, after that, which I've got this upside down, if you flip this over, it would go in like so. Let's see if I can pull the, let me see. Well, anyway, I'm not going to show you right now, but basically these would go in here into your little sun gears, or that's your sun gear, and then into your planetary gears, which in turn turns this whole thing. But this would sit like, sorry, trying to do it one-handed here, without all my gears and everything falling apart, but it basically sits like so. Okay, and then I believe that piece was like so. We'll be sitting on top of that. You've got all your little clutches here. I inspected all of them. They look pretty good, and but those would go after that. And also be careful. You got this piece right here. That's a little bearing there. You want to make sure that's on the right way. Don't want it like so. It's supposed to be sitting like this. So when you're pulling that out, you want to make sure you've got it all in order. But I've got all this flipped over. These went on top of that, and these will have these little teeth here, which when you see it, when you're putting it back together, it'll have all the little splines there where it lines up. So just be careful of that. And then this is the last piece. I had to use the shaft again to get that out. I use this piece right here, I believe, or I can't remember if I use this or if I lightly tapped on it with a hammer. I can't remember. But anyway, that piece came out as well. And this is the very back side of it, where when you're looking at it, and it's pressed in there fairly tightly. If you can see it, that's basically what you're looking at. I don't know if I got my camera right on it or not, but anyway, one thing I will say about the automatic transmission that I do like compared to the manual is that everything's pretty precise. As far as that's concerned, with the manual, you got to worry about how tight the gears are, shimming and all that. You don't have to worry about all that with this. It just goes in, comes out, and don't have to worry about all the shimming. It's got O-rings for the casing. Doesn't have a bunch of different halves of the case that has to go together and all. So, but basically that's everything as far as getting it all apart. And now, as you see, other than just this piece right here, that's the only other part I got to get out. And I'll probably just take the transmission off, tear it apart. I'm leaving all this stuff in here. No reason for me to be taking all that stuff out. Everything else should be good. I don't want to mess with I don't want to take that out. I'll leave that there. And it's got a few little pieces up here, if you can see them. I don't know what those are for. I'm not really too concerned about those. I don't know if those have any sort of adjustment, which could affect anything. So I'm pretty content with the way I've got it. Completely stripped down, other than taking that one gear out, which I'll do here momentarily. But that's a complete tear down. Now I just got to work as far as getting the rest of it together, or back together. Order some stuff from IPT. I'm going to clean up my area before I actually start working on it. I want a clean area. But I got my assembly goo. It's from my oil pump. Over here, I still have to take this part of this piece apart. I had this little O-ring right here. One thing I will say, I ordered this from IPT. It was just a gasket. I wasn't aware that it came with the O-ring. And I ordered this O-ring from the dealership, and I think it was like $30-something that they wanted to charge just for the O-ring. Thought that was insane, but maybe they're coming with the gasket too. I really don't know. So I had already ordered it before I realized that this comes with the O-ring as well. So it'll be good to replace this thing, where you can see where somebody had a bunch of silicone or whatever to seal it up. I don't like that. So, but anyway, ordered some other pieces, the end clutch kit. That'll replace some of the clutches in the end. Saw the gaskets, these are the bolts. I got some other springs to complement the shift kit from them. I guess it replaces 2 of the springs, but anyway, that's some of the work I got to do. I've got to mount my oil cooler, change these lines. I don't like those. I'm going to change those out for something that looks nicer, but I've got to mount that. And waiting for my plate. This piece right here should be coming into the dealership tomorrow. I think that was about 30 some odd dollars. So wasn't too bad. It was just, if it wasn't for that little piece right there, I'd be okay. But other than that, once I get that stuff, maybe this stuff will start going back together and I can get it on the road here soon. But anyway, that's it for now. Hope y'all have a good one. Stay tuned. I'll try and post up more videos when I can make them, but that's where I stand now. So y'all have a good one.